Oh, sure. Well, I would take the harassment issue is interesting, but really, I think the way the cops translate that, and I taught in the academy back when I would tell the police officers coming up, just imagine that you're always being filmed and act accordingly. And it's no longer imagine, Ruben. You are
Yeah.
being.
Right.
And to some police officers, especially early on in the advent of the cell phone camera, that was something that they equated with harassment. But all police officers have long since become familiar. Now they know that people have every right in the world to stand in a public place and film the police, and that is just that's the nature of law enforcement. I'm not sure a lot of surgeons, heart surgeons, would appreciate that, or lawyers, or a lot of different professions, knowing that you're constantly at your most difficult moment going to be filmed and
Yeah.
on it. That said, cops have long since have come to accept that. And in terms of ICE and their involvement in law enforcement, especially in the Obama era, I was around. I was involved in that proliferation of ICE and their involvement in civilian law enforcement, or in municipal law enforcement.
Hmm.
And in fact, the department I worked for was one of the first that provided office space for an ICE agent to work within our department. And it was
Yeah.
incredibly controversial. But the fact of the matter is that those ICE agents could not leave the building
Yeah.
until that was approved through a process that they had a specific plan, and they were going to contact specific people, and
Yeah.
police officers would go along with them.
Yeah.
My biggest concern back in those days, because I that was problematic for me, the crossover between federal and local law enforcement. The biggest issue we had back then was what they called collateral damage. And that would be that you would go to a home, you would find the person you're looking for, and then the ICE agents would say, and what about you? What about you?
Mm-hmm.
And that never set well with me. And what also didn't sit well with me is that the ICE agents looked a lot like police officers. They were dressed in a very similar.
Yeah.
So there wasn't
Yeah.
this. So there was this bleed over back in the Obama era when yes, I agree with you. ICE was much more, which was becoming more aggressive. But what we're seeing today was
Yeah.
unimaginable.
Totally.